for this problem, we have 10 minus c is greater than or equal to 6. So just because we don't have an equal sign and we have an inequality, that doesn't mean anything to us because we still are going to solve it the same way. The same math rules are going to apply. So first thing, we want to get everything away from c. So I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. The reason I picked the 10 is because it's on the same side of c, so I want to get rid of it. Alright, so now what I'm left with on this left side is a negative c is greater than or equal to 6 minus 10 is negative 4. So when we're solving, we cannot have a negative variable like this. So in order to get rid of the negative variable, we can go about it two ways. We can either multiply by a negative 1 on both sides, or we can divide by a negative 1 on both sides. I personally like dividing. That's just how I like to do it. You can multiply if you want. So what's going to happen here is we have a negative divided by a negative, which is going to turn into a positive. Now on the left side we have a positive c. Alright, but here's the catch. Whenever we divide or multiply by a negative, this symbol needs to switch. So instead of it being greater than, now it's going to be less than or equal to. And then a negative divided by a negative is going to turn into a positive. So we are left with c is less than or equal to 4. Now I'm going to show you why that sign is going to flip. So if I were to redo this problem, and I wrote it out and I decided to solve it a little differently, I could have also said, alright, I want to make this c positive, so I'm going to add c to both sides. What's going to happen is that's going to become positive, right? So 6 and c are not like terms, so I'm just going to put them next to each other like so. Okay, now I need to move stuff away from c, just like this. And then we have 4 is greater than or equal to c. Now if I were to flip this over, I like putting the variable first. Notice that that alligator mouth is eating the 4, right? So when you flip it, the alligator mouth needs to eat the 4. So c is less than or equal to 4. So that's why we flip the sign when we divide. So notice how I got the same answer both times.